Hello, beautiful soul. So I want to share with you something that I received years ago from one of the energies that I work with that probably most of you will know who this energy is. But for those that may know, is El Gran Toro. So Gran Toro in a dream years ago gave me some insights that it took me a long time to get some research done to understand exactly what this meant. Normal, probably because I don't have medical background, I didn't really understand this. And this past weekend, we did our first immersive healing weekend with the DRT program, and we had a great time. We cried, we laughed, we learned, we had an amazing healing and spiritual weekend. So I wanted to give you this for those that are contemplating on some things that may come through in the dreams or meditations, breath work, revelations, and sometimes it does take a while to make sense out of things. So in this case, Gran Toro was teaching, um, giving me a lecture on how he sat on the bull that he defeated. So he sat on the bull that he defeated by the heart area where the cross is made, where the four chambers are. This is what he said. Well, this energy said, right? So, and in that case, I knew that it was something very significant about the chambers and the cross and how it's laid, and he is significance to symbolize something that has to do with how in 21 divisions we use the cross to symbolize the energy of Gran Toro. Sometimes we use the three-horn Jesus to symbolize him and the Gran Toro family and so on. Different pictures from the saints that we use to symbolize some of the energies of 21 divisions. So one of those is the three-horn Jesus that is sitting on the throne area. So let's see if I can find a picture for you here so I can put it on the video. But anyways, so he's saying he sits on top of the bull that he defeated. In this case, when he showed up in that dream, he was very, very like pure white, like a pure white bull. So I knew that the white representation had to do with some symbolic thing that he was trying to teach me. So anyways, later on, I was meditating, and I never share this with anyone, but basically I was meditating, and what I received is that the four chambers are locked by pride, and to overcome it, we'll have to go through a process of breaking down the past versions of who we thought we were so that we can. It's almost like a tower moment where we lose everything. We lose the sense of who we think we were. We start seeing the shadow in a way that is very deep and makes us question everything to the point that we come down to our knees. And coming down to our knees is very crucial. When we come down to the knees, it represents that we are replacing pride with humility. And the reason why is because pride leads to separation, creates the walls to put us in a jail, so it doesn't let the energy flow. And now I'm talking about the spiritual heart. And I think this is very important because there are chambers in the physical heart. But this conversation is about the spiritual heart. So the pride keeps us in a prison, in a room with walls that energy cannot go through. So humility breaks, once we go through that process of breaking down, we get to humility. So that's our moment where we realize and we bend over to our inner self. And why I'm saying the inner self or God is because the inner self will, the body, our spirit, soul, emotions, sensations will make us feel pain and suffering with the emotions, thoughts, pain, sensations, disease, illnesses that we have, so that we can realize something is wrong. The Antonio Blay from Spain, he was a very amazing psychologist, transpersonal psychologist, before transpersonal psychology was a thing. So he died in 1985, and I love quoting him because and this is not a direct quote, but it's something along the lines that pain brings consciousness to the areas that we're not conscious of. Or maybe that is a direct line. Anyways, meaning when we walk away from our path, we are going to create emotions, pain, sensations, disease, illness. The body's going to do it naturally. Our spirit is going to do it. Our soul is going to do it so that we can come back into our path. So, with the pain, sensations, illness, thoughts, all the suffering that we experience, we get messages to say you need to come back. You're detouring. You're taking a path that is not going to lead you to any good. So the pain and the sensations and the suffering is going to give you warning signs that we are walking the wrong path. So when we start coming back into a right path, we're going to go to tower moments, through those tower moments, so that we can come into humility, so that we can come into grace. And when we come into grace, we're going to have healthy relationships that are in alignment with who we want to be. We're going to be able to have the wisdom to have proper healthy judgment, meaning judgment of our actions and proper boundaries, proper ethical considerations, balance, perspective, emotional intelligence, and so on. So we are going to be able to awaken the wisdom within us to restore who we are, that we have forgotten that we are. I hope that makes sense. So we are, in essence, coming back to our true self. So in this case, when Toro came with that teaching, it took me many meditations to make sense out of this. When I was doing a lot of my research, I came across this, and I thought that it was fascinating because it was exactly what I was looking for. And all of this stuff I got in meditation. So you can do the same thing. I used to have a lot of dreams with the different fruits and different names related to the Bible, and I will look it up and I will try to learn. One of the things that I remember looking at is that the wisdom that they're referring to comes with different fruits, and those fruits are related to what is the real spiritual heart. So we're talking about a spiritual heart that is full of joy, chastity, faithfulness, modesty, humility, patience, kindness, love, goodness, and all of that stuff. So peace and connection and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope that you got something from this. And if you like this quick video, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next one.